Hello and thanks for joining me for a little bit more of The Last Caretaker. And we are on our way to the navigational beacon. This one here, which we should have highlighted. So that's a yellow marker over there for our quest. We're kind of taking our time. Did some storage last time, but let's fire this thing up. And I'm just going on the electric for now, and I'm just going to watch the map while I hold down my A key until I'm kind of lined up with that marker on the map there. I'm going to go a little bit past it. Like that should do. So we checked out that that habitat node before. We can also highlight our boat, by the way. Which means if we get far enough away from our boat, we should see a marker for it. Let's have a look here. Alright. We are going to do a bit of preparation here. We've got this spare container here. I'm going to plonk this down here. And let me see. Let's take 25 of those. Take 25 of those. $25 of those. $25 of them. And it's probably way more than I'm gonna need, but we'll sort of set this up. Let me see. So we'll just take 20 of the aluminum, seeing as we don't have that much of it. And same with the silicon. We probably don't need the gold or the polyurethane. So let's put all of that in there. We'll take our other stuff out. Let's customize this. Let's turn proximity off. So that means when we're crafting in that, it's not going to take anything out of here. And I'm just going to call that oxide. Let's give it a bit of colour, I guess. Maybe we'll make it red. Okay. Let's just go up to the bridge and check our course. Have a quick look here. That's almost full. We're a little bit off course. It's okay. I do want to come in from this side because I want to dock on the port side rather than starboard, because the if I dock on the starboard side at this particular place, I find that my fore anchor gets stuck on the dock, whereas the aft anchor there will hang over if we're on the port side. Okay, so let's have a look here. We've got a few bits here. A logic chip. Let's add all missing parts there. And of course it's nice and dark and stormy. Which means I can't really see shit. But we're not travelling super fast. Okay, that's full, so we'll pull that up. And we'll grab everything out of there. Chuck that in there. Alright, so let's just double check we've got everything there. Alright, pop those in there. Let's grab this. Yeah, careful not to drop it overboard. Alright, just going to dump that in there for now. Just going to swing around wide so that I can kind of turn in. Another shark out there. So I could have stayed in that spot just indefinitely killing sharks, but got to move on at some point. So we are currently level 11. And it is a little bit slow without the diesel going. But that's fine. Until I get a good stock of diesel. Then I want to keep a fair bit in reserve, because later on we are going to have a few things that do have a bit of a speed limit on it. So I'm just going to be conservative with the diesel. We've got plenty of electricity. And I mean, these wind turbines we're not even using. They are switched off. And while we're not using them, they don't need maintenance unless they get attacked by a shark or something. Or if we shoot them, something like that. Let's have a look here. So I don't know if this is a realistic sky or not, as far as the stars are concerned. But I guess if it was, it would be constellations over the Northern Hemisphere, which I wouldn't be familiar with.
The beacon is here, silent and dark. The systems here sleep without power, and without their signal, we drift aimlessly. Bring back the power, and awaken the beacon's voice to guide us forward.
Okay. So we should have picked up some points there that we can spend, but I'll wait until we've docked in here. What's the time? 4:24. Sun will be up soon. Alright, so we're just edging here. Yep, sun's starting to hit our solar panels. And I think we'll drop the anchor about there. Okay. Grab this mooring and plug it in here. Grab this mooring, plug that in there, and that should drag the ship in close. I just lift the anchor. Alright, and I'll drop it again. Oops. Alright, we'll do it that way. Okay. So I don't trust these moorings. I have had them come undone before. Let's grab our box. Alright, let's take care of some bad guys. Okay. Let's pop this up about here somewhere. And we'll pop one of these up. turn our proximity on. Oops, missed a couple. All right. Plug this one in here. Plug that in there. Plug that one in. Grab that, plug that in there. Okay. Loose bits and pieces we'll just quickly pick up. Yeah, we don't have to watch the flamethrower. We can damage stuff with it. Damage that battery there. Alright, let's drop this in here. And I suppose we should spend our points. Alright, I'm going to put 2 each in all of the ones that I've got at 14 there. And not too fussed about unlocking anything there yet. We'll sort that out later. Let's chuck this battery down. We'll grab a quick heal and a charge up. maybe we'll grab our cable. Well, don't have enough cable there. Alright. Let's pop down another extender down here. There we go. All right. We do have lights on in here. It just looks very dark. All right. Okay. Hear all these jellies squeaking about. There they are. They're these dark ones. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how we unlock that door. I don't know. I mean, it's got a number 3 on it. I haven't been able to figure it out yet. But, kind of suspecting that perhaps it requires like doing 3 of these navigational beacons, but that's just a guess. So if you guys know how that door unlocks, then maybe leave me a comment. Let's go offload some shit. Pop that one in there. And I'm never going to use grenades, I don't think. Let's pop those in there. Okay. Alright, we'll come back and scrap stuff there later. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all that's up here. Alright, now this one here says that we need authorization. Go over here. Now, by the way, I can't actually plug into there. Don't have a data cable, but I can still access it. So I don't know if that's a bug or whatever. But we can acquire the authorization, and we'll actually see that's us there, and we just seen the door open up there.
Communication array is damaged. Repair it, recharge the relay, and let the beacon speak again.
Alright, let's get this light on so we can see what's going on. Oops. Alright, let's plug that in, and that is now not quite charging because we need to plug this end in. Alright, so that should start charging that up. Alright, might drop off some shit. Thought I could still hear some of those guys. If we can get that to the boat from here. Not quite. Let's chuck it down there. Missed. Missed. Oh well. Oops. I think I need these boxes to climb on here. All right. And we can get up here from inside the room where we were just in before. Ouch. All right. If we hit that petrol canister, boom. But I think we got ourselves with that as well. All right. Let's see. Just gonna chuck this stuff down here so we can dismantle it down there later on. Okay. That's everything here. Hopefully I've got enough stuff on me. We're just going to shoot this guy so he falls down. Whoops. How the hell did I miss that? There we go. Alright, hate this bit. Gotta hit E as you're in the air. Okay, put the switch. Alright, let's fix this up. And back down we go. Yeah, robot friend up there didn't make it all the way. Alright. Wait. Oops. Ouch. Alright, sun's setting. So, I want to get back and heal up. Charge up my battery before the sun goes down. Just toss these guys down here. Alright. Let's hop down here. This thing charged up. Hit the switch.
Is alive again. Data streams freely, revealing paths once hidden. Beyond these waters awaits the Lazarus Complex, humanity's greatest hope. Seek it out, Caretaker.
Alright. Go heal up. So this is why I got so many points in shock absorber, because I'm bound to stuff up some of the parkour things. We do need a bit of a charge. Have a look over here. That's actually full, so we'll grab that. Chuck that in there. Put that in there. Alright, that can go in there. Plastic in that one. Get glass away. Copper. Rubber. Fabric. Alright. Plug myself in. Okay, now see, these have lost some durability from being thrown. So, I don't know if that means you get less stuff from them. Here comes the weather. Alright, that has actually been unplugged. Okay, that's better. We're actually encumbered here, so... whack all that stuff in there. Pop that in there. Alright. Some stuff behind here. And I'm pretty sure we've got all the loose stuff. So it's just a matter of dismantling everything. So we're going to dismantle all this stuff and I'll see you back in a moment when I'm finished doing all that. Okay, so I've dismantled pretty much everything that I could find, and in the process that brought us up to level 12. So I put my points in. We'll sort that out later. We're not desperate for any of those things. Let's grab all of our crap out of here though. That's quite a bit of stuff from the recycling. And it's still going. Alright, put some of this stuff away. Plastic. Glass. Copper. Rubber. Fabric. Aluminum or aluminium, silicon, gold, polyurethane, and got a little bit of titanium there. Yeah, just a piece of glass. All right. Okay. Yeah, I've collected our dockside crate back, shoved that in there, filled that up with enough pieces for another battery. We've got a couple of diesel canisters here. So I think we're pretty much done here. Oops, I did leave that one piece there. And okay, we do have our vampiric critters somewhere. May as well kill them off. It's going to cost me less flamer fuel than all the stuff that I get from them. Wherever the hell they are. Well, normally they're swarming all over this dock. Maybe they are down in between there somewhere. Alright, well. Now it's all stormy, so I don't think I'm going to worry about it. There is one more thing that we want to do here before we leave. Alright, I think I'll see if the storm's going to settle down first. Shove that in there. Alright. Let's dismantle both of these. And build one of those. Alright, so what do we got here? Just add the missing parts there. We're not going to do that while we've got our tool in our hand. Fix our boat though while we do. Alright, plug ourselves in as well. And looks like the storm may have subsided. Let's go have a look. It was a pretty quick storm. Let's have a look for bio waste out here. Ah, there we are. This will help fill our tanks. I mean, we're using petrol. Whoops. Don't want to do that. It's, these guys will swarm. Holy crap. Okay, that was close. So we are using the petrol to do this, but we tend to use a lot less than what we can produce out of what we get from it. Alright, let's plug in and get a bit of a heal going. Alright, well, we just built our engine cylinder. So let's chuck that in there. Alright, let's have a look at how our petrol tank's doing. Well, that's almost full. Don't hear the music anymore. Yeah, it's still there a little bit. I think because it's stormy out, it hasn't killed them all. Sure, we'll soon find out if there's any left here. So normally the sun will kill them when the sun rises. But it's not that sunny. I guess we'll do a lap around here. Collect over here. Why aren't you picking that up? Alright, well, I think we got most of it. Bit that we missed here. What's that? Is that stuck to our ship? Alright, that's fine. Maybe that was what was making our ship go all wonky. Alright, looks good. Weather looks good. Let's, no, climb down there. Let's pull in the moorings. Let's shovel this stuff in the tank. Alright. Now from here, I'm going to try and get around the corner. May have to do a bit of reversing to get around there. Down. Okay. Over here. Reach it. We can stay still long enough. All right, there we go. Okay, some goodies in here. So I don't know if there's any other secret areas here, and I don't know how to get into that downstairs door with the number 3 on the lock. So until I figure that out, we are pretty much done with this location, and so we need to move on. So we've got some memories there. Let's pop those in here. That away. Okay. So, our next location is over here. So, I'm going to head over there. I'm going to chug over there. Just on the petrol power. Sorry, on the electric power. Which is going to take me a little while, but that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.